Tarantino still might do Star Trek. They won't quit asking him about it.
Either do it or don't, right?
Well, it's more so he's set himself this. I don't know if the word's arbitrary, but just this strange 10 movie limit. And so he's like, well, I mean, I could do that, and it might be a loophole, and I can get away with doing it, and it won't count as one of my movies, and all this kind of crap. And it's just like, you know what, Quentin, just either shit or get off the pot on this one. I know how you normally are, but
well, actually, technically, he's only made really one movie. He's made the same movie over and over again for the last 25 years.
I don't know about that. We'll have to agree to disagree on that one. But here's my thing with this is, Quentin, who cares if you only do 10 movies? Keep doing them. Keep doing more. We need more people like you in Hollywood, whether Rob likes your movies or not. Because for you, everything would be fucking The Last Jedi and Star Trek. Come on, you can't think that he can't do anything better than Star Trek that Kurtzman has, for fuck's sake. As far as this goes, we all know this was nothing but a ploy for JJ to get money in the first place. And I'm surprised it's gotten this far. It almost feels like a joke, Rob, where like people are like, okay, we're gonna fool, and then you just get to a point where like, holy shit, we've gotten so deep into this joke, we may actually have to do what we were pretending we were gonna do. You know what I mean? I'm sure you get what I'm saying. Like,
kind of like running for president. Kind of like running for president. Oh shit, I might actually win this one.
Yeah, well, that wasn't where I wanted to go with it, but yeah, you get what I'm getting at.
I know. Yeah. From Cinema Blend, or as I call it, Cinema Bland. Will Quentin Tarantino's last movie be Star Trek? The director talks about a loophole. Quentin Tarantino's fans are largely aware of the director's plans to "quote unquote" retire from filmmaking, and this is the retire thing. That's just so he can ask studios for a ton of money for a big comeback. Tarantino's blah, 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 blah. Okay, they seem intrigued by this story that Tarantino has a Star Trek script that he has pitched to J.J. Abrams and Bad Robot with designs to possibly direct if it were to move forward. Would Tarantino actually want to end his illustrious career on a Star Trek movie? Like, you say that like it's a bad thing. You say that like it's a bad thing. I mean, hey, Nicholas Meyer, if he never did another movie after Wrath of Khan was awesome.
Kind of a masterpiece, yeah. As long as it's good.
We asked Quentin Tarantino that very same question when he appeared on the Real Blend podcast. Sorry about that. My allergies are acting up, people. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, his 9th film, due in theaters July 26. We will run the full interview closer to release of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but wanted to hear your thoughts on Tarantino and his 10-film plan, Star Trek, and how these concepts could collide. The minute that Quentin Tarantino mentioned a loophole, we sat up and paid closer attention, because this concept of retiring after 10 films was created by Tarantino himself. And so if anyone's going to change the rules of this self-imposed game, it could be and would be him. The way he describes it actually makes sense. With Quentin Tarantino, you could just say Tarantino. Don't say his full name. With Tarantino elaborating, I guess I do have a loophole if the idea was to throw a loophole into it. Which would be to go, I guess Star Trek doesn't count. I can do Star Trek. But naturally, I would end on an original. But the idea of doing 10 isn't to come up with a loophole. I actually think if I was going to do a Star Trek movie, I should commit to it. It's my last movie. There should be nothing left-handed about it. I don't know if I'm going to do that, but that might happen.
See what I'm saying? It almost sounds like he's like, yeah, this was a joke, but now we're actually this is getting real, isn't it? Oh shit. I'm going to have to commit to this sooner or later. You get what I'm saying? He's like talking it out as he's answering. It's like, come on, guys. This was never going to be a fucking thing. It was never supposed to be a thing. It was never going to be. And now it's getting so far down because there's nothing else to talk about with him. Paramount's got nothing else. They're desperate.
It's taken a life of its own, really.
Thank you. That's what the saying I was looking for. But did you even really think this is going to ever happen?
I didn't think it was. I thought it was just one of those things like when they ask Alicia Silverstone if she'd want to be Batgirl again,
Right.
But now I don't know. You know, it can't be any worse than what we got, though, right?
And I keep telling all you journalists out there who keep asking that, why must you keep letting that poor girl think she has a fucking career? That is horrible.
Actually, the best work she did was those pictures. Actually, those were actually
Clueless.
No, that she did some pictures for Pete. I'd rather be naked than.
To wear fur.
So yeah, Rob, I mean, we talked about this in videos. It made more sense before, like, okay, yeah, we're gonna make a Tarantino trick. You know, I thought at most he might do a rewrite on a script and punch up some dialogue so they could just put his name on it as an executive producer or something and a co-writer. That was how far I thought it would get at the most. And at the same time, I was willing to bet, and I'm still willing to bet money that this is never going to happen. How about you?
Nah, I wouldn't put money on it. Would not put money on it.
Well, well, go ahead. No, it's your turn.
No, because, well, like I said, it's because it was just done to drum up publicity. That's all it really was done for. I mean,
to get investors, yeah.
Yeah, just like, hey, look, we got Quentin Tarantino on board. Oh, wow, cool. Yeah, here's a check.
Well, what I was just going to say to add to, and maybe give you a little bit more here, is Tarantino is one of those where I would have a hard time seeing him do a straight remake. And if he's going to do a remake or a reboot or an update or something like that, it's probably, for some reason, I have a hard time seeing it being Star Trek. And I know he's a fan, but I could think of a million other movies and things that he would probably want to remake first, and especially if he's going to make that his last movie. But of course, I mean, he's been saying this for you. I really don't buy it. He's not going to retire either. So Tarantino's a talker, folks. If you guys haven't figured that out, he loves to talk. And he's doing a million things one week and nothing the next, is pretty much what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
He's the white Guillermo
del Toro. Know you.
He's the white Guillermo del Toro. That's what he is. He's doing a million things that never gets it done.
Yeah. But that's all right. That's all right. I mean, I think I'm to the point now where I'm just tired of seeing new Star Trek.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anything that's to it, yeah, this would be fun, but haven't we been Star Trekked out? We know we've got how much coming. And we're more announced at Comic-Con because now the rumor is they got the other animated show picked up too.
Yeah, the other one, the
Nickelodeon one.
Yeah, but they're both kids.
Well, that one was already announced. I'm talking about Lower Decks.
Oh no, Lower Decks was the one that was announced.
Or was it? I thought the
Lower Decks was
He's got so damn many of them. It's like, quit, stop. It's like an ADD chihuahua just running around. And we're doing this, and we're doing this, and we're doing this, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. Shut up! Oh my God, Alex Kurtzman, stop! You can't even keep these straight. And we're Star Trek people, and that's exactly how scripts are too. They're like ADD chihuahuas. And I'm a princess, and my planet's my twin, and I was born at the same time as my planet, and I like ice cream. Oh my God, ice cream, silly Tilly. Oh my God. It's just
what the hell?
My head explode.
She's right. Kurtzman is Bullrog. Remember the South Park episode? You keep using the Futurama one, but I've seen the South Park episode "Fun with Weapons" so many times, and like when Cartman's just making up his fucking powers as he goes, and he just keeps stealing everybody else's powers, and like, Cartman, you've already got too many powers. Like,
Here's the thing. Do one thing right first, okay? Before there was an MCU, Marvel got Iron Man right, and then they built off of that. That's the thing. Before you do a Lower Decks, before you do Section 31, before you do Picard, get Star Trek right first.
I think Aunt Dawn's on to something here. Here we go. Get Alicia Silverstone on the phone. Put her in the one animated show, because first before they're clueless, they're lawless teens. That is hilarious. Fucking lawless teens.
I don't want to see a stupid show about a bunch of lawless, stupid, bratty teenagers in Star
Wouldn't
Trek.
it basically be like Firefly and shit base? I don't know, just kind
No,
of.
they were competent. They weren't a bunch of idiot
Well,
teenagers
true.
running around. I don't like teenagers. I didn't like teenagers when I was one. What makes you think I want to watch a show based on a whole bunch of asshole teenagers, Kurtzman? Because they're probably all going to be idiots with ADHD, and they're all going to be they're going to have a real bad case of millennialitis where they're just talking mumbly and disgusting. You won't be able to hear or understand any of them. It won't be lit. What will be lit? We'll have lens flares shining at us the whole time.
I thought you were actually saying it like to be for a second until you said that. I thought you were like quote unquote hip for the kids. Like it won't be lit, kids. I thought that's what
no, it won't be. It won't have any lighting on the show. No, and these kids won't be very hip either. They're gonna be these stereotype, one of every color of the rainbow. Mark my words, you'll have one of this and one of that, and you'll have a cornucopia of representation and nothing to say with it. And that's how you're going to be marketing it because
sorry,
you
kids.
to do
Lower decks, it just ain't lit.
That too.
Star Trek ADHD.
That's what it is now. It is all Star Trek ADHD. Seriously, try and find a script or a transcript for one episode of Discovery where they throw 500 things at you and none of them make sense. It is just verbal diarrhea of stupid.
You know, not for nothing. I was playing Bridge Commander, Star Trek Bridge Crew, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I think they deliberately made the TOS bridge more difficult to discourage you from playing it.
Possibly.
Yeah. Look, the old ship sucks. You could barely play it. Oh, the new one. Oh, look at that. That's so much better.
Yeah, they didn't have to do it that way.
No.
But is the D better, though? Is the D the better ship, though?
I think speaking of Ds, I think 16-bit mascot got the better title here. Lower dicks.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be all of them are gonna be high functioning Asperger kids, you know.
And they're all gonna be absolute dicks to each other. They're all gonna be.
Oh my god! That means it's going to be a show full of my kid. I don't want to watch that.
I know. I don't want to. That's Michael Burnham.
They're all gonna lecture, and they're all gonna lecture the adults on how to be better. All right, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
We don't want to talk about Star Trek. Alex Kurtzman, thank you very much. We don't want to talk about Star Trek.
Oh, but we're going to be talking about it this weekend.
Mm-hmm.